welcome. Welcome to Children's Hour, Canupium, welcome. Welcome to Children's Hour, come and play with me. Come on, you have the power of knowledge. Plus it's fun, so grab a friend and come on by. Everyone is welcome here at Children's Hour. Canupium, welcome. Welcome to Children's Hour at Tummunk and Museum. School class and Plug. Hello, my friends, Canupium. Welcome back to Children's Hour. I'm so excited to see you guys. You would not believe the great idea I had. So, I was doing beaver things, chomping down trees, chomp, chomp, chomp. Gonna put this in the dam that I'm making, and then I had an idea. What if, instead of putting this in the dam, I made a flute? And let me tell you, making a flute is a lot of hard work, but I put in the time. I got help from my father, and my noosh means my father. I got help from him, and I made a beautiful birch flute. I'm so excited to use it. And do you know how to say flute in the Narragansett language? You don't know how to say flute? Oh my, I gotta teach you. Flute is papeek. Can you say papeek? And don't forget to stop after the pa. Papeek, papeek. That's how you say flute. Great job. You guys are really good at this. I just have to tell you guys like one time and then you get it. And then we practice all Children's Hour. And it's great. You guys are so good. Well, I was thinking, since I'm super excited about papeek, I would share with you 5 fun facts about papeekwag flutes. So what do you think? Do you want to learn 5 fun facts? You do! Yay! Let's learn 5 fun facts about papeekwag. 5 fun facts. 5 fun facts. 5 fun facts. Fun facts with Beaver. Fact number 1. The Native American style flute has a piece called the block. And it's pretty important because the block can affect the sound of the flute. And it directs the air where it needs to go. Fact number 2. A flute or a papeek is a wind instrument. And a wind instrument is an instrument that gets its sound from the vibration of air. And a papeek or a flute gets that vibration when you blow into it. Fact number 3. Papeek or flute could be used in courtship. And if you ever come to Tummunk and Museum and you happen to hear the Narragansett story of the origin of the flute or papeek, you would hear a story of courtship. Fact number 4, where some types of flutes can be made from metal or plastic, or there's a variety of materials. Our traditional style of flute is made from wood, from trees. And that's how I was able to make mine. Fact number 5. The holes on the body of the flute are called finger holes because that's where you put your fingers, and depending on how your fingers cover it and how many fingers are covering what holes can completely change the sound. That was so much fun. I love learning facts. especially fun facts, but I think pretty much all facts are fun. So, I have a plan for us. I really want to learn to play Papeek. I really want to learn to play my flute. So, I was thinking we could go to Teacher Lynsea and maybe she could help me with some of the notes. Well, do you want to come to my class with Teacher Lynsea? If you do, sing the keys. You do? Lonnie, oh, I'm so excited. Come on, let's go see Teacher Lynsea. I'm sure she's been missing us.
Sing with me, sing with me, sing with me. Oh, it's singing time with Beaver and Lynsea.
Asquequasin ni Thumbawag, Asquequasin Tummunk. Hi friends, hi Beaver, Ganupia, welcome back to Singing with Singing Teacher Lynsea. So I hear that this week we're learning about papikwag, flutes. That is so exciting. I've always wanted to learn how to play the flute. Unfortunately, Beaver, I don't know how to play. I hear that you're going to see my dad and my little brother who know how to play the flute later, and hopefully they can help you out. And as for right now, what I am good at is teaching singing and teaching language, and so I wrote a song about papikwag, about flutes. So in English, the song is flute one, flutes two or more, flutes two or more. So it goes papeek, naqueet, papeek, naqueet, papeek, naqueet, papeek, naqueet, papikwag nisa, asamuchiki, papikwag nisa, asamuchiki. Flute, one flute, one flute, one flute, one. Flutes, two or more, flutes, two or more. Do you think you can sing that with me? Okay, come on, let's go. Let's sing it.
Papeek, naqueet, papeek, naqueet, papeek, naqueet, papeek, naqueet. Papikwag nisa, asamuchiki, papikwag nisa, asamuchiki. Flute, one flute, one flute, one flute, one. Flutes, two or more, flutes, two or more.
Great job. You did a phenomenal job. You guys are always so great. Well, thank you guys for singing with me. Peace, ganache. See you next week.
Peace, ganache. See you later, Teacher Lynsea. Thank you. Now, you guys may think that all papikwag are the same, but they are not. All flutes are not the same. There are actually different flutes, types of flutes all around the world. And they are made from different types of materials, and can play different songs, and can come in different colors. So I was thinking maybe we could do some fun color words and learn about flutes, like different kinds of flutes. Would you want to do that with me? You would? Yay! Okay, let's go learn about colors and papikwag. Do you know what time it is? Tumquampai, it's color time. Do you know what time it is? Tumquampai, it's color time. Mushqui, red. Mushqui, red. The first flute that we have to look at is a concert flute, also called a sea flute. And yes, it's called a sea flute because C is for concert, but it's also called a sea flute because it features the C key. And most flutes are played vertically, but not the C flute. The C flute is played horizontally. Wasawi, yellow, wasawi, yellow. This flute is an Alaskan yellow cedar flute. This is the style that I play. It's a Native American style flute, and I really think that it's my favorite, even though I like all the flutes and all their different sounds. I really like that it's a flute of my people. It's a flute from my culture. And it is yellow cedar or wasawi cedar. A Skoski green. A Skoski green. And look at this Tummunk beautiful a Skoski green ocarina. Now, ocarinas don't have a single origin in one culture. Rather, they have had origins all over with different characteristics depending on where they're from. They could be made from rocks, newer, more modern, ceramics, but they could even be made from certain root vegetables that are particularly round, like sweet potatoes, which is pretty cool. Of course, one made from a sweet potato probably wouldn't be green like this one, a Skoski. Kashawi blue, Kashawi blue. The next flute that we're talking about is a blue flute. A flute is not just one single kind of flute, but actually there's a whole category of flutes. And a flute is a Japanese flute that is made from bamboo. It's not the only flute that's made from bamboo on this list, but it is made from bamboo. And when we think back to that word indigenous, meaning from the place of, it makes sense. Because in Japan, they would make flutes from bamboo because they have bamboo in Japan. But in Rhode Island, we'd have a hard time making a flute because we don't have bamboo in Rhode Island. Sucky purple, sucky purple. This sucky purple flute is an Irish flute. Now, almost all Irish flutes are made out of wood. Now, this one is not, but that's because it's sucky purple. Irish flutes actually were introduced to Ireland during the mid-1800s. And these flutes come in different sizes and designs, and they can have keys or no keys, so there's a lot of variety when it comes to Irish flutes, and some of them are even sucky purple, swampy white, swampy white. This white flute is similar to the flute, also made of bamboo. It's a Chinese flute called the Z. And what's really cool about it is it has 6 finger holes that you put your fingers over to produce different notes. And normally you can play up to 2.5 octaves. Muy black, muy black. This muy black flute is the piccolo. Some people will call it the sibling to the concert flute or the C flute, which we talked about earlier. But it's a piccolo. It is its own flute, right? It consists of 2 parts instead of 3 parts like many flutes have, or just one as some we've talked about have. The head joint has the mouth hole, and the middle joint has the holes for the key work. So the piccolo is a really important part of orchestras, which is pretty cool. That was great. Thank you guys for doing colors and learning about Pupikwag flutes from all around the world with me. I really loved it. So I was thinking that maybe you would want to count with me, because I need to decide what I'm going to design my block like on my flute, because it's just a plain simple design and that's fine, but I am thinking that I want to do something fancier. So I was thinking maybe we could count 10 different types of block shapes. What do you think? I think that they can be really artistic and really cool, and I'd really love to share it with you if you want to come. Do you want to come? Nikki's, yes? Oh, great. Then let's go right now.
Tash, aki tash, nakwit at piak, nakwit nisa nish, you napana, kwata inara, shwosuk, paskuga piak.
Nakwit, 1. Nakwit, 1. The first block that I could make is a nakeki, an otter. I have a good friend who's a nakeki. We get along really well. So maybe I could carve a nakeki onto my flute and think about my friend whenever I'm playing. Nisa, 2. Nisa, 2. The second thing that I could make for a block is an eagle. Oh yeah, and look what a great job this artist did. And be tough to beat, but it's not a competition. I might just do an eagle. This decision making is getting tough. Niche, 3. Niche, 3. The third thing that I can make for my block, for my flute, is a putamp, a whale. Ooh, that would be really cool. Of course, it would only be a tiny putamp, a tiny whale on my flute. But whales, they're really big. 4. 4. The fourth thing that I could make is a tunapa. Oh, I love tunapa. It doesn't matter if they're a sea tunapa or a land tunapa. I love tunapa. Oh yeah, tunapas are turtles. You know that, right? Napana, 5. Napana, 5. The fifth thing that I could make for my block is a watakwas, a rabbit. Oh, watakwas, they can be so cute. Watakwasak, oh, so cute. I love. Oh, they just make you want to pet them. But they're always running away, jumping away before you can pet them. And I'm always saying, Piyush, watakwas, come here. Watakwas, rabbit. Quatta, 6. Quatta, 6. The sixth type of block that I could make is a mask. Oh, I wouldn't want to make a mask on my flute. No way. Not after what he did to me. Oh, that's a story for another time. That's a good story about how my tail went from being fluffy to being the big, floppy, hard tail that I have today. I'm still not over it, Mask. So no, you will not be on my flute. But this artist did do a good job. Inada, 7. Inada, 7. Ooh, for the seventh thing that I could make could be a seal. Ah, a seal would be beautiful when it along as a block on my flute. Shwosuk, 8. Shwosuk, 8. The 8th thing that I could make is a fox. Oh, what an idea. I do know quite a few foxes and they're all pretty cool. So maybe I will make a fox on my flute. It's certainly something to think about. Paskuget, 9. Paskuget, 9. Ooh, yeah, that's an idea. I could do it in the fish, I could do a bird, but here's the thing, there's so many birds to choose from. We already saw an eagle earlier, and oh, there's so many different kinds of birds. How would I decide? I don't think I'm going to do a bird. I don't think I'm going to do a bird, because that's too many decisions. I already have enough decisions to make. Piak, 10. Piak, 10. The 10th thing that I could make is a fish. Oh, look at that fish jumping out of the water. Such a clever idea for a flute. Nakwit, Nisa, Nish, Yo, Napana, Kwata, Inara, Shosuk, Paskuka, Piak. Piak, that's 10 ideas. Oh, and I'm still not sure. Oh, wow, there's so many ideas. But you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to make mine into a Tummunk, a beaver. It's going to be a lot of work, especially since my carving tools are my teeth. But I think it's going to be worth the time and effort that I put into it. A flute is something that I'm going to take care of and have for a long time. Well, I'm super excited. I got my flute. I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a beaver block, a Tummunk block, but I just don't know really where to start. You know, I did my notes with Teacher Lynsea, but now I'm into, starting, learning how to play the flute. How do I start? So I asked my friend Yoyache if he wouldn't mind me coming over there and learning how he learns to play the flute, and maybe that will give me an idea.
We'll see our friends. Pioche, pioche. Let's go see our friends. Pioche, pioche.
Ask question. The Tessaries. You're asking me question. You coming my gosh. Let me say always remember the old ways. And this is my father, News.
Askoi Kwasin, Natesawi Thorn Harris. Hello, everyone.
We are from the Narragansett tribe.
Today we will be playing Popiquad flutes. The cedar flute is a gift, and inside it we say contains the voice of woodpecker. He, a long time ago, tried to hide his voice in the tree, and there was a man who found it. And it took him 6 months, and that's why we have these 6 holes in the flute.
My father taught me how to play the flute, and come along so you can learn how to too.
So the first thing I show when teaching a young one how to play the flute is where to place your fingers. You have to cover all the holes. It's a little more difficult when you have smaller fingers. But that is the most important part, is covering those holes. And then we're going to add some air. Now every flute has its own voice, so you need to find your voice in your song. Peace ganache!
Peace ganache, Yoyache, peace ganache, Don Katabatash. Thank you. Oh, that was so great. I'm helping, and I am so excited to go home and just get playing my puppy. Playing my flute. But before I go, we of course have just enough time to sing the Peace Ganache song.
It's time to say goodbye. Ishten